What's up everyone, it is your boy Tarek and I'm back today with another review for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button with that notification bell on. So every time I upload a video, you guys are instantly notified. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so be sure to join the family. As you know, this is a perfect match review. I just want to say a quick one. I know some of you are probably wondering, oh, where was the Love Island final review? I actually ended up, let me turn off this TV because like the Netflix thing is just in the background. You know when they do the slideshow of all the shows and it's actually distracting me. Yeah, so yesterday I put on the post section that I actually ended up going TikTok live for the finale and like doing like a live review as the show, as the final was going on. But then TikTok decided to ban me. So, and I wasn't even showing like the screen, I was just showing my face. And TikTok decided to ban me, so that I will know for the future now to do a proper review for the finale. That was the YouTube lords telling me, listen, Tarek, you should have come to us and done your review as normal. So I apologize for that. And also, I just want to say like a quick thank you to everyone that's tuned in for my Love Island reviews. It's meant the world to me that you guys have actually tuned in, heard what I had to say. I didn't think people cared so much about my opinion. I'll be so real because I'm a person, when people say their opinion to me, I'm like, you can say your opinion, but it doesn't mean I'm listening. So I've got that kind of energy, depending on what it is. Like, if you're chatting shit, I'm not listening to you. But, like, the fact that people care so much about what I have to say and hear me out and hear my opinion, it actually means the world to me, and it's quite touching. And I'm thankful to everyone that subscribed. I've gained over, like, 300 subscribers, which is a lot during this season of Love Island. TikTok, my TikTok profile has also grown as well. So I'm just thankful to everyone that has tuned in and that has stuck it out with me through the 8 weeks. But I'm glad it's over now. We get a bit of a break until Love Island All Stars 2026, and word on the streets is that they've actually extended it to 6 weeks. So it used to be 5, they've extended it to 6. Just 2 weeks less than the original series. Next thing you know, they're going to do that one for 8 weeks too. Don't be surprised if you hear slowly they start doing that. But yeah, I was going to say something. Yeah, I was also going to say as well, be sure to stay tuned because as you know, I'm doing perfect match reviews. Love is Blind UK is starting next week, Wednesday. So I'll be reviewing that. And then in September, we have Big Brother. So guys, I'm actually not going anywhere. I'm staying right here for y'all, so y'all don't have to worry about anything. But anyway, let's get into Perfect Match episode 4. This review shouldn't be too long because there wasn't that much notes as the episode was quite short. It was only 46 minutes long. I prefer when the episodes are not long like that. 46 minutes is actually perfect. When the episode is too long, like when it's an hour or just over an hour, like my attention span can't take it, guys. Like I can't sit. It's like that's like watching a film. That is like watching a film. Like, the episodes could be... Because Love Island is only 40 minutes. Wait. Yeah, it's only about 40 minutes because they have advertisements. The ads, to me, don't count. It's about 40 minutes to me. 45 minutes, Love Island. And Love Island is just alright. That's like, even when they do, like, the long episodes, so Love Island, like, an hour and 20, it's like, okay, allow it. Like, an hour is actually okay. So the episode starts off with Sandy and Clayton going on their date. And Clayton is saying now he's having an internal battle with himself. He says a kiss does tell you a lot and he sees it as a sign. Sandy cares for Clayton a lot, but the connection with Louis is just better. I just knew that wasn't going anywhere. I'll be so real. Like, just because y'all won the challenge doesn't mean y'all have to get to know each other in that type of way. Sandy said, yeah, she cares for you, but what she has with Louis is a lot better. Clayton did say when they're in the boardroom and it's 2 women that he will put himself on a date. So this is when my alarm bell started ringing now, because I'm thinking, you were talking all this ish to Rachel yesterday, saying that, it's not a coincidence that you're here. It's just like, you know, I'm a different person to how I was on The Bachelor. I did not watch The Bachelor, but I can tell you you're still the same BSer that you was probably on that show. Because how did you say this? How did you go from yesterday saying all this stuff to today saying you want to get to know other women? If you wanted to rekindle things with your ex, like I said, do that fuckery on the outside. I ain't trying to finna watch that. Because now, how in the space of 24 hours, you have changed your tune? It's not adding up. Something's not making sense. I feel like you just wanted to know. Sometimes men do this stuff. He wanted to know that he still had a hold on her. And because he realized that he had a hold on her, now that he realizes this, it's like, oh, okay, cool. I don't need you anymore. I just wanted to know if I still had that hold. It's an ego boost for some of these men. So ladies, you gotta watch out. Because that's what some of these men do to boost their ego. Next, we have Lucy and Daniel. And Lucy she's trying to sort things out because due to the kissing challenge, Daniel isn't too pleased with her rating someone else's kiss higher than Daniel. So she can feel the awkwardness and she's just trying to, she's trying to make things better. But obviously, the fact that Daniel's upset has upset Lucy, and Lucy starts crying and goes crying to the girls. She's not upset at the fact that of the challenge. She's upset that the fact that he's upset, and it goes to show how much he cares for him, because the fact that you're seeing him upset and you're upset, it just goes to show. Me personally, the kissing challenge, you see, the thing is this. My mind in these type of things will go to, it's actually just a challenge, like actually calm down. It's my chance to kind of kiss other people without getting in trouble because it's a challenge. Obviously doing it respectful, but it's like, I'm not going to hold myself back. Like, it's a challenge. I'm not going to hold myself back. I'll actually tell you straight to your face. I'll be like, I'm not going to lie, it was a challenge. I've done the challenge to the best of my ability, but that doesn't mean to say outside of a challenge I'm going to go around kissing other people. It's a challenge. That's it. I understand that you feel disrespected, and I understand that you feel a type of way, but this is a challenge. I'm not going to apologize for me kissing other people when that is the challenge. That's just me. And I stand 10 toes on that. So, like, the whole challenge thing, and I feel like Daniel has every right to feel how he's feeling. I'm not saying he doesn't have any right to feel the way he's feeling. Me personally, though, I think it was a bit much. That's just my opinion. But like I said, he is valid to feel how he's feeling. Louis then says that he's pissed at Sandy for going ham in the kissing challenge. Louis, I want you to stop right there, because you would have done exactly the same thing if you didn't have, like, this man is scared to be kissing people in their mouth due to, like, what do you call it? I wrote the a sanitary issue. So, like, Louis doesn't like, I fully understand it. He doesn't like the transferring of saliva. It's like, like, you're kissing up bare people at the same time. Like, it's actually, like, it's kind of gross when you think about it. Like, if you're kissing up one person and smooching one person, that's one thing. But, like, smooching multiple people at the same time is like you're bare transferring saliva. You don't know what people have. You don't know when was the last time someone got tested. You don't know if people... You understand? There's so many, like, kind of complications. So I get why Louis has a sanitary issue with it. But, Louis, I have to stop you there, my brother. Because if you did not have that sanitary issue, you would have gone ham in the challenge yourself. So let's give Sandy some grace. You would have gone extremely ham in that challenge. Knowing you and your type of behavior, you would have gone ham. So I understand you're feeling the type of way because you couldn't go ham yourself. Charge it to the game. Actually, charge it to the game. Daniel comes to talk to Lucy, and he just wants to try and understand, like, how have we been kissing all night? Not kissing all night. Like, how have we been kissing all the time? We spend most of the time with each other, and we kiss each other, like, all the time. But in the challenge, you did not know it was me. Like, my beard and Ollie's beard are two completely different beards. Like, how did you not spot the difference? And it's like, I guess sometimes in Lucy's defense, when you're sometimes in the moment with stuff, when you're feeling yourself, it could get a bit much. You understand? And sometimes you can just be like, oh, yeah, it was this. So it can happen. And plus, Ollie was hugging her. Ollie was putting his hands around. Yeah, so you would think that's your man. So I get it, but I also get where Daniel's coming from in terms of, like, the beard. The beards are two completely different beards. So, yeah, but I guess you're not thinking of that in a kissing challenge, Daniel. So, like I said, I'm giving grace to both because I can see both sides of it. But, like, in terms of, like, the beard thing, like, in a kissing challenge, I'm not thinking of people's beard. Like, I'm kissing you to kiss you. I'm not thinking of, oh, whose beard is this? Like, that is not the first, like, come on, let's actually be for real. Like, that's not the first thought that's coming to your head. Sandy and Clayton end up returning back from their date. and from the boardroom as well. Sandy pulls Louis for a conversation. Louis tells Sandy about how ham she was going in the challenge. But again, this is what I just spoke about. Louis was only annoyed because he had a sanitary issue. And if that wasn't the case, he would have gone 100% in the challenge. Louis is just annoyed for being annoyed's sake. And it's like, I have no words actually. I'll be so real. Like, the man is just annoyed for being annoyed. You have no valid reason to be annoyed. There's no reasoning behind your annoyance. You're just annoyed to be annoyed. I mean, to be honest, I understand where he's coming from because I've even had time. Myself, I go through stuff like that sometimes myself. There'll be times where I'm just like not in the mood. And then when people ask me, Tarek, what's wrong? Like, what's up? I can't give them a valid reason. So I get it. Louis, I get it. I actually, like I said, guys, on this channel, we keep it real. And I try to be as unbiased as I possibly can. But sometimes I'll keep it 110% real. I am biased. And then nobody checking me about it. Not here on my channel anyway. But it's like, Louis, I do get you. Because sometimes I'll be in a mood. And even myself, sometimes when I'm in my mood, I be really trying to figure out why I'm in the mood I'm in. And I'm like, why am I like this? And it's like, I pray. Me, when I'm in a mood, I pray. I ask the Lord to guide me, to fill me with the Holy Spirit. And I feel better afterwards. I promise you, the power of prayer, guys, not to make this religious, because I know some of y'all get pissed off about that shit. I mean, actually, those of you that watch me, if you're getting pissed off about that shit, come off the video. The power of prayer is real. If you're ever feeling down, if you're ever in a mood, if you're ever feeling anxious or angry or anything, just pray. I'm telling you, that is like a weight off your shoulders. The power of prayer is real. Pray. Clayton and Rachel have a conversation. I'm not gonna lie, before I even get into this conversation, Clayton is actually full of ish, you know. As Danny Modi would say, his downfall league is like, it's upon us because he's actually full of ish. He tells her out of respect that he doesn't want to drag it out. What was you telling this girl yesterday, Clayton? You was literally begging her. Like, you was begging to match with her. Oh, I really think this could work. I'm a changed man. It's not a coincidence that you're here. You were selling her a dream. Because she could have gone with Freddie. She could have had a chance with Freddie. She could have coupled up with someone else. But instead, you were filling her head with all this bullshit. And then she coupled up with you thinking, okay, there's a chance. But then again, Rachel, baby girl, I'm going to have to give you some corn too. Because this is why you don't get back with your ex. Your ex is your ex for a reason. You could be amicable. You could be civil. Some people will say you can even be friends. Hell, fuck it. If we end on good terms, I could be friends. But we could be friends once I've fully gotten over you and I'm fully healed. And the feelings are completely gone. That's when we could be friends. Because I'm not about to be friends with you when there's still a lot of feelings there. Because all it takes is a few drinks, a few conversations, and we're back to square one. No. I can admit that. I'll talk about my first ex. If it was a thing where when we broke up, and it was a thing where it was like, give or take like a month. I'll even say a month. And I didn't fully get over him. And it was a thing where it was like a couple of drinks. We see each other. Yeah. Y'all know the rest of the story. But that's what I'm saying. This is why you don't come on these shows to get back with your ex. Because I really wasn't feeling the storyline. And it's like the producers heard what I had to say. I wasn't feeling the storyline. Get back with your ex outside of the villa. Rekindle things with people outside. I ain't trying to be seeing that. But yeah, I have to give you some corners. So you don't come back on this show to get back with your ex. You have to stand 10 toes. I'm not gonna lie. So basically, yes, I'm not gonna lie. I'll still read the note anyway. I'm not gonna lie. As deep as it is, I don't feel so. Yeah, I don't feel sorry for Rachel. Oh shoot. I don't feel sorry for Rachel because it's like you had the chance to get with a complete new guy that you don't know, you've never met, but you can get to know, versus a guy that literally said to your dad he wants to marry you and didn't end up doing it and ended up going with someone else. He's doing exactly the same. It's giving deja vu. It's giving deja vu. He's doing exactly the same thing that he done to you on your show. Now, I didn't watch your show now. Some of these shows I ain't even watched. But I just, like I said, I find the whole concept interesting. Like, they're coming all from all different shows. Love Island, Too Hot to Handle, Love is Blind, The Ultimatum. They're coming from all these different shows, and it's like intertwining old connections, old flings, old marriages, people that don't know each. Like, it's actually an interesting concept. So, but yeah, this is why you don't come back. You don't come back for your ex. Now we're into day 7, and Clayton is saying in the confessional he wishes his intuition had kicked in sooner. Clayton needs to leave, because Clayton's gonna get on my nerves. That man will get on my nerves. I'm telling you lot now. That man will get on my nerves. Because what do you mean you wish your intuition? So what was all that bullshit you were saying spewing yesterday? It was just a load of farts. It was a lot of gas. It was a lot of air. You're just talking was. That's what you were doing. I really dislike men like you know. Because you know, okay, yeah, I've still got her. I can still rope her in if I wanted to. I dislike men like you with a passion. Men like you are bad mind. And you know exactly what you're doing as well. So I don't want to hear this thing about, oh no, I really was trying to, you know exactly, deep down you know what you're doing. It is now boardroom time, and unlucky for Clayton, it was all single men, so there was no going on a date, Clayton. It was actually Sandy that had the opportunity to do that. So Sandy knows JR from her show, The Ultimatum. They were on the same season, and not only do they know each other, they were actually like living out a marriage type of, I've never watched The Ultimatum, so I don't know how that show works again, but it was kind of like they were with each other, kissing. There was a lot going on between those two. So I want Louis to sweat. I really want, now that this JR guy has come in, I want Louis to sweat. I want Louis to actually work for Sandy. I want to see how much you really like Sandy. So I'm actually glad JR has come in. Where did I get up to? They end up matching Rachel and Scottisha. Y'all know Scott from Love Island season 10, when he done up Mitch at the Grafties. Y'all already know Scottisha in the building. Big up Scott each and every time. Louis was saying he went back with his ex 5 times. I don't know what's wrong with people. I wouldn't even go back to my ex once. And that's no disrespect to my ex, any of them. That's no disrespect to... It didn't work for a reason. It didn't work for a reason. No matter what that reason is, it didn't work. So why am I going to go back to something that I know didn't work? There's no, oh, we've upgraded as individuals. Oh, it could work. No, we're not compatible. It didn't work. It didn't work out. So getting back with your ex, and the thing is, within those 5 times, getting with the, breaking, getting with, breaking, man, that's all toxic, man. Hey, you don't feel drained after all that. Because I know I would feel drained if I was doing it. Me even, guys, I promise you, the dating scene is treacherous, yeah? Me even just talking to someone on Hinge, or dating people, bruh, it's tiring. I ain't got the patience for it, you know? I'll be sorry, like, I'm so focused on my own shit. Like I said, Hinge is a decoration on my phone right now. I ain't got time for it. It's like it's just a decoration at this point. And then people are all saying, oh, I'm very thinking about giving up my number as well. So like when people say, oh, let me get your number so we can talk on what's... When people ask for a number, I realize that they're serious. When people, I always base it off what they ask. So if you ask for Insta, I feel like you just want more followers. If you ask for Snapchat, you want to trade nudes. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm talking about this now. I'm talking about is the gay scene, because how gay men, not how gay men, how men move in general. Men are dogs. And y'all know I people say, oh, you dog men too much. No, I'm saying it for what it is. Men are dogs. Unfortunately, we are dogs. You dig? So it's a thing where it's like, if you're asking for my Snapchat and then I see the red thing or I see the purple thing, it's like, what are you doing? What are you hoping comes from this? Because some people don't even know how to say hi. Some people, this is what they're doing. That's what they're doing. No hi, no how are you, no How was your day? Nothing. They're quick to just send you their torso, their six pack, and their balls. I didn't ask to see that. I actually had a great day until I saw that. I didn't need to see your private parts. That's what I'm saying. Some men are just horny. And there's actually places that y'all can go and do your business. Like there's events, there's parties, there's saunas. Y'all can go there and do your thing. I'm actually out here trying to find my husband. I'll be so real. Like I'm being so real and I'm putting it out there. I am actually looking for my husband. I'm not looking to, bro, I'm 26. I'm trying to find someone to settle down. Maybe I'm too young, maybe not. But whatever the Lord has in store for me, he has in store for me. And that is that. So Clayton came back alone at first, and I'm thinking, oh, did Sandy pick to go with JR? And then Sandy ended up walking in afterwards. Even that had my heart drop. I said, oh, Louis, you're sweating, boy. You're sweating. But it kept him on his toes because he was nervous. I like that. Louis is the type of guy you need to keep on his toes. Don't let him keep you on your toes. You keep him on his toes. They told Rachel and AD that they're going on dates, and Ollie was pissed. Ollie was moving a little bit scary in this episode. I'm not gonna like. There's being territorial, and then there's just being like bare possessive. Like sometimes in this life, chill. I get that the woman that you like is going on a date with another guy. I fully understand that. But with that being said, you have to just kind of hold yourself together. You can't be doing the most that you was doing. Like the way... Anyway, let me get into it. So AD and JR are on their date together. And I think they're doing like scalping. So like they can like put initials in like bowls and cups and stuff like that. And they have quite a few things in common. So I believe they have the same amount of siblings. And literally it's the same. So it's like four sisters and two brothers. They have exactly the same. They're both Scorpios. So it's like they've got that. I don't do the star sign stuff. So I don't know what Scorpio mean. What, like, people be explaining to me, oh, this is what Saggy is. This is what this is. This is what... I don't do star signs. So y'all talking to the wrong person regarding that. So that's what they have in common. JR is trying to get into AD's head by saying your partner seems insecure. You don't need a man like that. Mind games. Don't fall for it, AD. I actually like you with Ollie. It's just that he was doing a bit too much this episode, but I actually like you with Ollie. Don't fall for the mind games. That's what these men try to do. But then again, it's all part of the game. You have to... But me personally, I've always said, well, he didn't really knock him. He just said it sounds like he's insecure. But I'm going to say my point anyway because it's on my mind. If you're a man that has to knock another man in order to get a woman, you are a big fat loser. You are actually a big fat... I'm not... JR didn't do this. I'm saying in general. Because in Love Island, I was seeing it a lot. If you have to knock someone else down to get up, you're a big fat loser. You can actually hold that L. Because that person obviously has you pressed in order for you to be doing that. Ollie is really possessive. Yeah, because the way he was like squeezing Louis' hand. Ollie, you was actually moving a bit scary this episode. Like, you were scaring me and I'm just a viewer. You gotta chill, my friend. You gotta actually keep it cute, keep it calm, keep it demure. You gotta chill, okay? You were doing a bit too much this episode. Then we see Rachel and Scott have their date. She tries to do a Welsh accent, but a Welsh accent is very hard to do. I can't even do a Welsh accent, okay? And it's not something that I would try and do and embarrass myself. She doesn't remember his name. Guys, imagine going on a date with someone and you don't remember their name. I would actually... Listen, I'll just be like, I'm so sorry. What's your name again? I know it's awkward, but at least I'm keeping it real and I'm not pretending like I know what your name is. I'll be like, I'm so sorry, I forgot your name. What's your name? Like, I'm very direct. And then if they say I forgot your name, I'll be like, yeah, I'm sorry. You're not the only person that I've gone on a date with. Like, it's... Or whatever. Like, I feel like people take things too... People take things, like, to offense too easily. Like, just ask, oh, sorry, like, what's your name again? If Scott wants to get offended... And I know... the thing is, I watched Scott's season of Love Island. I know Scott don't get offended by stuff like that, so... You're gonna just ask him, I'm so... He knows how to make, like, banter out of that. He knows how to make a joke out of that. You're gonna easily ask the man for his name again. I forgot how I would say I actually had to add this in here. I forgot how nice Scott's. Lord have mercy. Tarek, slow down. I forgot how nice Scott's eyes are. That man has beautiful eyes, you know. You can actually get lost by looking in them. But let me stop talking. This is not about me. Rachel was saying that isn't Wales in England, and this is why the stereotypical thing that we say regarding Americans will always stick. Not all Americans, but this is why we say Americans are very silly. Because what do you mean is Wales in England? You are not ready yet. You are actually not. Rachel, this is you're a prime example why people say Americans are silly. I'm not using other words because I'm not being rude, but this is what you're living up to that standard. You're living up to that stereotype. Yeah, just if you don't know something, it's better to keep your mouth. It's better to keep quiet. Ollie is proper stressing. Like he's proper. Why am I wheezing? I need to take my pump. You know. Yeah, I need to take my pump. Yeah, Ollie is proper stressing. Scott and Rachel end up walking into the villa. Madison was talking about how Scott didn't offer Rachel the sofa. I mean, Rachel didn't feel no type of way about it. It's not really a big deal. Like, it's not really a big deal. I mean, yes, it's the gentleman thing to do. I can agree, but they've just come back from a date. It's really not that serious. It's not. Me personally, it's not that serious. Like I said, it's the gentleman thing to do. Or would you like to? But he forgot. Like he genuinely forgot. Like I said, you don't know Scott. The thing is, I'm going to back Scott. I'm already team Scott only because I was rooting for Scott on season 10. Scott and Catherine. If you lot know, you know. If you lot know, you know. I was rooting for them on his season of Love Island. So I know Scott. I feel like I know Scott personally. You get what I'm saying? I feel like I know him personally. So that is why I can't allow you to be saying this thing about Scott, because Scott is actually not the type of person you're thinking in your head. So just hold that thought right there. And then AD and JR walking holding hands. Me personally, if I got a stronger connection with someone, I ain't holding another person's hand. That's just me personally. But yeah, guys, that concludes episode 4 of Perfect Match. If you guys have enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You already know what to do. Hit that bell notification so every time I upload, you guys are notified. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so be sure to join the family. Just a little FYI, I will not be uploading a review for Perfect Match tomorrow. I'm at a wedding the whole day tomorrow, so I ain't gonna have time. Follow me on TikTok. I'll still be uploading content-y stuff. I'll try to throughout the day, so be sure to follow me on TikTok. But yeah, in terms of review, I'm out the entire day tomorrow for a wedding. So, yeah, if you guys, like I said, oh my God, I already said it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna love and leave y'all. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys Thursday. That's what I next see you guys. That's what I was meant to say. I'll see you guys next on Thursday, yeah? Anyway, take care. Ciao.